Here's a great article that talks about what you should not say when you're selling your house. This article gives 6 reasons. I'm just going to narrow it down to 3 or 4 that are the key things not to say to buyers or to anyone in general when you're selling your house. First one is, why are you selling? Why are you selling the house? When I represent buyers, that's always like one of the questions I ask, because that helps to inform why the seller's moving, why they're selling, so that we can prepare our offer better. So if you don't give that information out, if you don't tell them why, it's better for you. If the reality is you need the money desperately, or you need to move and get out of this situation, you already bought a place and now you don't want to pay 2 mortgages, things like that, right? So the more the buyer knows about your situation, the more leverage they can have in terms of putting in an offer that might work for their benefit as opposed to yours. Along with that, they might say, are you flexible with the price? Or how low can you go? Open-ended questions like that, you don't even have to answer. You could just reply, just send us your offer. In other words, they're trying to get you to negotiate against yourself, really. So you don't have to answer those questions. Just say, if you're interested, send us your best offer. And the third one is, when do you need to sell by? When do you want to move by? They want to find out what your time frame is so they can see how urgent it is. This kind of goes along with the first one. Why are you selling, right? When they ask you a time frame, you could just say, you know what, it's whenever I get the good offer, whenever I get a satisfactory offer. That could be a good answer to that question. So in general, you should let your agent do the talking. That is, if you've hired an agent. If you're selling your house by yourself, just remember these things and try to keep mum about most of it. You can give some answers here and there that'll just help your position. How many people have you had through the home? Do you have any offers? So if you've had a lot of people through the house, you do have some offers, telling that can help support your position better, give you a stronger position to negotiate from.